Alright, this is going to be episode 1 of a new series, something I have not done before. And that game is going to be Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. It's one of my new favorites, and I really wanted to do it. I would have done a blind playthrough, but I couldn't help it. I played it myself. I watched one of my favorite Let's Players play it, and then I played it for myself. So I just can't do a blind playthrough. I can't pretend I've never played the game before, so I'm just gonna play it. And I'm not gonna be oh, I know this, or pretend not to know it. I'm just gonna have fun with it, because this is a really fun experience. I get the controls set up. Yeah, I know that. Ugh, I hate this. Oh, okay. This is the one. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna change it to arrows, so it's easier. Yeah, then confirm space, cancel C, yeah. That should be good. And other settings. I'll do the background, because this game is not full screen in the sense of its usual full screens, so we have to have cool backgrounds while we play the game. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This one's usually my favorite to start with at the beginning. Oops. Okay. Yeah. There's a little bit of stuff we can do before we start the game. There's the challenges, which is we get for completing each chapter. This game's kind of split into chapters. Oh my god, I'm so bad at explaining. It is split into chapters. And I'm gonna try to keep each episode to one chapter, unless a specific chapter is pretty long, then I'll have to split it up. So yeah, then there's extra ones for doing certain challenges, like doing everything in one go, or getting a special death sequence or something like that. And we have I think 2 or 3 music tracks unlocked from the get-go. This game has a really good soundtrack, I will say. Yeah, this game has a really good chicken restaurant. Anyways, oh yeah, illustrations. This game has art styles too, is really cool. I just really don't know how to explain it until we get into the story here, because my god, this game is amazing. And we get more illustrations for each chapter we clear, and you get a ton for just beating the game in general, so yeah. Without further ado, let's get started. Chapter 1, 7:02 p.m. Must have been unconscious for a while. My head feels fuzzy, kinda like I'm swimming through darkness. When I came to, there was a woman standing there. A woman I don't know. At least, I don't think I know her. And then there was a man with a gun. Well, I probably don't know him either. Well, probably not, anyway. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who can just stand back and watch a poor woman get shot, but I just have one little problem. I'm already dead myself. Oop. What was that fucking Family Guy ass putting those? That's ought to be me, no question about that. After all, do you see any other dead bodies lying around here? That was a Family Guy fucking ass dead pose. So long, sister. I feel bad for her, sure, but what can I do? I'm dead. Just as I was thinking that. This is no time to be lolling around dead. I'm sorry, I'm dead last time I checked. You're the only one who can save her. Yeah, this game's pretty cool. But what the whole world just changed on me. Yeah, this is our main protagonist. He's pretty cool. I love his design. 10 out of 10. And yeah. Welcome to the ghost world, the land of the dead. A voice in my head. Who are you? No time for introductions now. You have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Huh? Me? Save her? How? Take a look at your corpse. Do you see that blue flame? That's your soul. And you see that bright white spot nearby? That's a core. Core? Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Look, the best way to understand it is just to try it. First of all, try moving your soul with the arrow keys. Next, move your soul across to connect with the core. Yeah, I'm sorry if this video is just gonna be tutorials and whatnot. It's the first chapter of the game. Just gotta roll with it. But this game is really cool. It's unlike anything I've ever played before, and the story is amazing, so just bear with us. Bear with me. Congratulations. Your soul is now possessed the crossing gate. So what? Now I'm a crossing gate? I love his expressions. Ahem. Now then, use the crossing gate to save the woman. What? But how? In a moment, time will start to flow normally again. That will be your chance. Listen, when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So before that happens, you'll have to use your powers to stop it. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. Now then, time will start to flow again. Oop. There you go. Hold it. Well played. Okay, that was the tutorial. It's so confusing, you can't tell if it's really the blue hitman guy or the tutorial person for a second. What just happened? That was one of your powers at work. A ghost truth. They said the title. You mean I made that crossing gate move? That's right. You manipulated the object with the power of the dead, a ghost trick. Now all you have to do to perform a trick like that is press Z. Now the woman's face has changed, albeit just a little. Yeah, she still kind of has a gun pointed at her. I love the protagonist's sassy vibe. I love him. Yes, that's not good, is it? At least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So I enter the ghost world with ghosts and possess an object and then perform a trick with it, huh? Now you're getting it. Let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. Oh, we can't reach that one. I see. A guitar then, is it? Hey, what do you want from me? I would have preferred that giant wrecking ball. That would have solved the problem real quick, I bet. I guess I can't reach chords that are too far away. Well, I guess we'll see what we can do with that. Let's set time in motion again to find out. Drum. Who's that? Or shot the guitar. Apparently. Hold it. That's gonna be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Yeah. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. Let's see, what core is close enough to possess from here? I guess all there is me. No time to be picky, I got a woman to save. I like your attitude, it's admirable. Truly, but what? If I can manipulate objects, I ought to be able to manipulate my own corpse, right? Well, tell you what, why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. Alright, now we'll set time in motion. Go ahead and press E. Alright, time to rise up. Oop. Huh? Nothing's happening. Exactly. It's sad, but true. I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't control our own body. It's kind of a shame because we're kind of a hottie, but it is what it is. We just have to live with it. Or die with it, I guess, because we're a ghost. Corpses, even if they aren't alive anymore, aren't really just ordinary things. You gotta be kidding. I love his facial expressions. Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want to look around, you can move the screen. Move the screen? It's easy. Here, give it a try. Just use the arrow keys to move it in any direction you want. Yeah, we can move anywhere. This game has such a pretty art style. I'll never get over that. Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. I can't. My eyesight and your future. I'm trying to do some kind of voice for that guy. I don't know what I'm doing. But he kind of fine, not gonna lie. Out of my way. Okay, that is just... How do you even live with yourself after doing that? Oh, truly has no remorse for anything he does. It's done. I'm out on my way. Well, that pose is a lot better, honestly. He's just chilling. We're just chilling. Even if he's dead, he's just vibing. In the end, it looks like her fate remains unchanged. So what good are these ghost tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this... Oh, I love this music. Hello there. How are you feeling? Not very well, I imagine. A terrible tragedy what happened tonight. Ah, ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I say. So it was you. You're the voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice, exactly. The dead don't have voices, you see, because a certain sea witch has stolen one. No, I can't. I'm so... Ugh, whatever. It's more like my thoughts were beamed more directly into your mind. That's another little trick ghosts can do. Looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. She still ended up just as dead as before. That's true. For now. For now? I still have more to teach you about your powers of the dead, your ghost tricks. Who exactly are you, anyway? Yeah, asking the real questions. Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying here like a discarded piece of trash? Yeah, it is. But what can I do? She's already dead. Ugh, thanks to Blue Hitman. Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. Possess you, eh? Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. Why am I so determined to save this one? After all, it's not like I know her, but I guess I'll take the death lamp up on his invitation anyways. My reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave women lying around discarded like trash. As you should. King. And number two, I don't have anything else to lose at this point. I like his vibe. He's just along for the ride. He's like, I don't got anything better to do, but I'm not gonna leave anyone throwing around like trash. Pretty cool, because most protagonists are pretty upbeat. He's pretty laid back. I like him so far as a protagonist compared to most games, with him being like super upbeat or kind of talking a lot or being overly positive. I just like how he's more chill. That thought bubble you just pressed, those are your thoughts, what you're saying to yourself in your head. My thoughts, eh? So the dead don't have voices. What we think is communicated directly to one another. So these thought bubbles are sort of a stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. I think so too. Just remember to always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Okay, good idea. I might just get some important clues from it. Now then. In order to possess me, you'll first have to enter the ghost world. And Q is your ticket in. The best thing to do is try Q, eh? I guess I'll press it. And then we can move between cores. Oh yeah, if you look in the middle of the screen. What about it? Yeah. I don't know if I should keep reading this. It's mostly tutorial dialogue. Yeah, perform a trick on the object you're possessing. You first have to return to the land of the living. Yeah. So in this game, we switch between the ghost world and the land of the living to manipulate objects. So I'll possess the lamp. Huh, that's funny. What is? My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different about the two. There's something emanating from my corpse. Yeah. That's because you're special. What's that supposed to mean? Not everyone who dies gets special powers, you know. So those waves are because of my powers of the dead, eh? Anyway. Congratulations, you passed. Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? I love his attitude. A new power. What else? Another one? Now, let's review. You can possess objects and manipulate them, right? Now, what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because I already tried that, remember? And nothing happened at all. True, you don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there is something else you can do. Oh yeah? What's that? Why don't you try it and see? Yeah, unfortunately we can't possess our own body and move around in a typical sense, so we just have to move between objects, which is a cool way to go about it. But when we possess another corpse, something interesting happens. What's this? Can you hear me? Wait a minute, what's going on here? Looks like she's unconscious. Poor thing. Unconscious? But she's dead. Yes, but think back. Remember when you died? When you came to your senses, you'd been unconscious too. Unconscious, eh? Come to think of it, the death lamp is right. When I came to, I was already dead. Yes, so I guess the spirit was unconscious or something. Let's just leave her like this for now. And while she's resting, we can save her life. Oh sure, you make it sound so easy. And it is easy. When you use your powers on a corpse, you can go back to the past, to a time 4 minutes before that person's death. That's oddly specific. Are you serious? Back through time? Yeah, this game's pretty badass. We just get to travel back in time and save people's lives. I love it. That's right, but there's a catch. It only works on new corpses that have been dead for less than 1 day. But you're still well within that limit. You might want to give it a try before it's too late. But this is crazy. None of it makes sense. Talking about the powers of the dead here, it doesn't have to make sense. Now then, let's go, shall we? So the time 4 minutes before this woman was murdered. Hey, wait a second, I still know what you're talking about. You'll see. You'll see. It's rewind time. Oh, I love this animation. Now we're back in the past. And now I'm going back in the time to witness this woman's last 4 minutes alive. Not as this fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. 4 minutes before death, 7:01 p.m., Zone D Waste Center. Wake up! Are you okay? What happened to you? Oh no, he's dead. Who are you? Here's my business card right here, sister. My little golden friend. You did this. You killed him, didn't you? Instead of playing whodunit right now, you ought to be more concerned about your own fate. Who are you? Some sort of hitman? What do you want with me? They said we had to rub out all the last traces of Temsic left in this country. Temsic? What in the world is that? Beats me. I just do what I'm told. All I know is you've got nowhere else to run. Time to die, sister. Ugh. Looks like we can drop that on him that would do the job. As long as that bad boy wrecking ball stays right up there where it belongs. Look, all I want to know is, who are you? You don't know me, and I don't know you. It's just business. So long, sister. Oh yeah, and that was us manipulating the crossing gate. And the guitar too. Man's so paranoid, he just shoots a guitar. A shotgun? Kind of flashy weapon for a hitman, don't you think? Not flashy, just thorough. They call me nearsighted Jigo, but I never let my prey get away. Ever thought of just buying a pair of glasses? Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. There you have it, the last 4 minutes of her life. No! It's kind of ironic when you think about it. A woman toyed with by fate, and a man toyed with by a ghost. But she still died. Yes, and you can change that with your ghost tricks. Just like you did 4 minutes ago. Possess and manipulate, huh? Ghost and then trick. And then you can rewind these 4 minutes as many times as you like too. Now then, you ready? Yeah, let's do it. Oh, this is such a cool concept. I apologize for all the tutorial dialogue, but this game is really amazing. So this is 4 minutes ago, eh? Fine, I get that. What am I doing way down here? That's just how it works. The corpse was your gateway into the past, after all. So naturally, your starting point is where her corpse was. And this is where she died. Okay, I get it now. Hop in then. We can get up and save her. There are only 4 minutes left before she dies. You better try and get to her as fast as you can. No time to lose. Yeah, I'm not gonna read the dialogue that's already been read before. There's no point in repeating that. The last seconds of her life are counting down. So I better get up there fast. That's right, have a look at the right side of the screen. The right side. The sand on top of the timer is how much time she has left. Get to her quickly before all the stand is gone. Up you go then. Can't really do much. Yeah. Roll this. Here. And open that. Uh-oh, time is running out. I'll turn this on. What we want to do is get into that flag before it goes up. And that's our way up here. This game's soundtrack in general is just amazing. Just a few more steps. Hope I make it in time. Yeah, we gotta hurry. Now's your chance to change your fate. There isn't much time left. It's coming down to a battle of seconds. Oh, I love the countdown music, though. Time is almost up. You have to change your fate before the countdown reaches 0. Time doesn't pass when I'm in the ghost world. Yeah, that's the cool thing in the ghost world. Time does not pass. You have all the time you want to think. Oh my god, he's so paranoid. Damn it, what's going on here? Nearsighted, Jigo never misses, as long as the target is in with point-blank range. Yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, bud. Looks like you made it in time, just barely. Yep, she's still alive. In that split second, hope was born. Just now, her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. Yeah. When I first played it, I thought fate changed meant the puzzle was over, but nope, it just means it's just more of a checkpoint more than anything. You still haven't exactly saved her life. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! The bridge is up. Can I get over there? Wait, what? What's the thought bubble? You said her fate was changed, but it looks like she's still in the same predicament. I said her fate was changed ever so slightly. I guess I'm gonna have to take care of that guy once and for all. But there isn't that much time left. Depending on what you do, there is still the possibility of failure. I don't want to think about failure now. No, of course not. But still, if you ever feel like you want to start over, it's that bar before the time runs out. You never know, you might learn a thing or two when time runs out too. Yeah, so we can either start from the beginning or after the fate change. So fate change is more of like a checkpoint. What do I want to do? Yeah, we want to pedal over there. Yeah, the puzzles eventually get more interesting and more creative and difficult the further we go in. I don't wonder what's going over there right now. That's right, if I want to take a look, I move this way. Exactly. Yeah, no time to waste. Ooh. It's right above him. You hear something? Ladder. Extend. Ooh. Yeah. Hitman got flat stand lead. At least her life is saved now. That's the most important thing. How does it feel to save a lady's life? So the danger is gone. Yes, it looks like the danger. Mr. Danger, in fact, has rolled away somewhere. Use your powers to avert that woman's fate. So I did all that, huh? You almost certainly did. And I knew you could do it. Fate averted. And that's when we know we've completed the puzzle. So I lost my life tonight, and I saved somebody else's life. And now we go back to the present. When I came back to the present, it was raining. I had saved the stranger, now sitting forlornly in the rain, even as the story of my life on this planet comes to an end. Stranger. That word strikes a chord, and then a terrible truth begins to dawn on me. I can't recall a thing. Who am I? What is this place? Most important of all, why was I killed? Yep, we are an amnesiac protagonist, which is also super interesting. Your story isn't over yet. Who exactly are you anyway? Just call me Ray. As in Ray in the light of darkness. Ray, huh? So you aren't gonna tell me your real name, I take it. You haven't told me your name yet either, actually. I can't remember. Yes, I guess the memories of the newly departed tend to get a bit confused. Some of us get our memories back, others never do. If you ask me, does it really matter? After all, there's only one path left to the dead, and that is to disappear. Disappear? When the sun rises in the morning, I'm afraid you're going to cease to exist. What? Tomorrow morning? Wait a minute, these powers of the dead. Yes? I'd like to use them to save somebody else's life. And whose life might that be? Do you even have to ask? Mine, of course. Oh, I see. But think about it this way. If we could use ghost tricks to save ourselves, wouldn't I have tried to save myself as well? I mean, look at me, I'm a desk lamp. Yep, we can't save ourselves, but we can save others, and that's more important, honestly. Why a desk lamp anyway? I'm not really sure myself, to be honest. But in any case, it seems we are unable to use our own powers on our own corpses. You're kidding! We only exist in this world until tomorrow morning. And I'm afraid that fact can't be changed. There's really no escaping my own death. In the morning, I'm going to cease to exist. Apparently there's nothing I can do to change that. But just the same, I still want to know. I want to know my story, the lost story of fate, right up until the time of my death. And until I learn that, you won't be able to rest in peace, right? Very well, I understand how you feel. You want to go and learn the truth about your death as well as you should. I will, but let's see, how do I go about doing that, I wonder? Can't even imagine what my first step would be. First step, that's easy. You start with her. The person who witnessed your death, she should have some important clues, don't you think? Hey, you're right, and not only that, she might even know who I am. Yes, I'd say there's a very good possibility of that. What was I doing here tonight, in a place like this? That woman probably knows the answer. That's right, never forget that. She's the key to everything tonight. The key to everything? What do you mean? You'll know soon enough when you regain your memory. Yeah, I'm like a blank sheet of paper right now. She probably keeps some kind of record for everything I learned tonight. It's a very good idea. Press X to view a record of what you've learned. Be sure to check it out now and again. Memories aren't always the most reliable things after all. Ooh, yep. Alright then, I wish you good luck. Now, we got a record. Me, the mystery. I lost my life on a lonely spot on the outskirts of town. I'm trying to regain my lost memory and find out the truth behind my death. My only lead is the red-headed woman who witnessed the death. Red-headed target. A woman who's at the scene of my death. I don't know her name or anything else about her, and she's already been killed once by the hitman, but I saved her with my powers of the dead. He calls himself Ray. I don't know who he really is. He taught me the secrets of powers of the dead. He calls himself Nearsighted Jigo. He's a sniper who carries a golden shotgun. Somebody apparently ordered him to kill the red-handed woman and me, but he's gone now due to an unfortunate accident. This place was a place where I lost my life. It appears to be a junkyard on the outskirts of town. Here I met Ray, who taught me about my powers, and a red-headed woman, and my information about my death. Anyway, let's get moving. Shimmy. It's so silly. Better not let her out of my sight. Besides, I'm not the kind of guy who can just let a woman sit sneezing in the cold rain. Maybe I'll try to move a little closer. Quite the gentleman. What in the world just happened? The crane moved all by itself, and then that big iron ball fell by all itself. It started raining all by itself, and then an umbrella came down all by itself. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me I have psychokinetic power. Lady. No. Good guess, though. Oh, I love the music in this game. Oh, little kitty. So cute. I love that little kitty. And there's our body. No, don't leave, little kitty. Oh, the little kitty's gone. It looks like she's saying something to herself. I can't hear it from here. Seriously, what in the world just happened? What's this? Some kind of note? Guess we can look at the note then. Did I write this note? Maybe I should give it a read. Yes, you don't remember writing it, eh? No, I don't remember writing it, but even more importantly... Oop, phone call. I didn't get a chance to read that note. Not to interrupt your train of thought, but... I wonder if you've realized where this telephone call is coming from. How would I know that? Think back. Before you helped her avert her fate, didn't a telephone call come in at this time around too? Oh yeah. That telephone call. Exactly. In other words, this very moment on the other end of the telephone line is the culprit who ordered your murder. What? I recommend you possess the telephone. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your ghost tricks. Yeah, we can possess telephones. And I saw him. Right there on the other end of the line, I saw the face of the man who ordered me dead. Yeah, all the bad guys in this game are blue. Is it done? I guess I'm gonna try to give him like an old man voice or something, I don't know. Speak up, man. Did you get her? Who is this? Yes, 1,000 pardons, my dear lady. I must have dialed the wrong number. Trace complete. So that's him, eh? That's the man who stole my life. That's right. So what do you think? Would you like to go see him? You better believe I would. Then you would do well to listen to me. Well, that's all we've been doing this entire chapter. We ghosts exist by possessing inanimate objects. However, there is one way we can move from place to place over great distances, and that would be Dad can jump from point A to point B by moving over phone lines. Say what? I've done all I can do to help you. You'll have to do the rest yourself, which is going to be more fun of an experience because this is the last of the tutorial. You're not coming with me? I'm afraid not. My powers have grown weak. I already used up most of my remaining strength just to get here tonight, but I had to come to ask for your help. My help? Many mysterious things will happen in this town tonight. I'm trusting in you to get to the bottom of them and find out the truth. You're the only one who can do it. I want you to use your powers of the dead to find this truth. I'm grateful to you for everything you've done, but I can't promise I'll help. Tomorrow morning I cease to exist. It doesn't give me a whole lot of time. I need to pursue my own mystery to find out the truth about myself. That's more than enough. Huh? If you succeed in doing that, you'll have done what I asked anyway. The two are one and the same. One and the same? This limp knows a whole lot more than he's telling me. Now then, in that call a moment ago, you now have the culprit's telephone number. The rest is all up to you. And this is our main means of travel. That's really cool. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait till next time. And so, the story of the search for myself begins. A story that will last one night only. Tomorrow morning, I will cease to exist, and I'm surprisingly okay with this fact. But I have to find the answers before the sun comes up. Why was I killed? What exactly is gonna happen in this town tonight? And there we go. Each time we beat a chapter, we get a challenge cleared, and we get new illustrations. And a new track in the music section. Now there's nearsighted Jigo. And alright. That is gonna do it. I guess we'll look at the new stuff we got. There's chapter 1 cleared. Yeah, each chapter takes place during certain times, so this was 7:02 to 7:31, and the next one would be 7:31 to 8:04, and so on and so forth. Each chapter is a time frame. Some of them are super long compared to the others. Yeah, especially the later ones get really long, but we'll just roll with it when the time comes. The music in this game is really good. Anyways, illustrations. We got 2 more. That's the junkyard. And nearsighted Chico. Not sure how to feel about him as a character. He's kind of cool, but then he's just done as an antagonist for that. So, yeah. That's gonna be it for this, and I'll see you next episode.